Okay, so sorry, I gotta be quiet because someone's sleeping upstairs. So basically, I've been eating like a piece of shit. So I'm going to see how much weight I can lose in 30 days. So I'm pretty good with dieting. So I feel like maybe I could help people with realistic expectations on how to lose weight if I can just document how I do it. So basically, I'm gonna weigh myself here in a second, see how much I weigh. Should be in the high 180s, I imagine. I'm about 5'8", so it's pretty heavy, and I don't want to be that heavy. So, kind of the goal is 175. So basically, I'm gonna make a video and document the progress. Record my weight, every morning and every night. See how it falls down. Basically, I'm not gonna eat all day until dinner, and I'm gonna try not to drink any alcohol. I'm gonna try not to eat anything too poorly. But I mean, nobody's perfect, but I'm gonna try to be. So yeah, so I'm gonna weigh myself here. We'll see where I'm at. Let's see if this thing is accurate where it sits. That says 196. I don't think I weigh 196, but let's find out. Let's weigh myself over here again. Damn. I am heavier than I thought. So I think what's going to happen is I'm really bloated right now from eating and drinking a lot of beer this weekend. So what I'm going to do is I imagine I'm probably going to lose at least 5, 6, maybe even 7 pounds in the next few days. And then I'll probably be starting around there when it comes to really losing weight. Now, let's see what my physique. Let's get this shirt off. So that's me flexing, so not too bad. It doesn't look bad in this lighting, but 196 is pretty freaking heavy. If I turn to the side, you can see I got a lot to lose here. Definitely fat. Not bad though. I mean, it's just too heavy for me. So here's where we begin. That's not flexed. Really fat. Again, I'm holding a lot of water, so day 1, 190, whatever it was, 194.5.8 or something. So goal is 175, 30 days. We'll see what we can do. Okay, so here I am. It has been 30 days plus 1 day. So just giving an update on this diet. So I have been following a pretty strict diet. I will show you exactly what it is. I have a spreadsheet that tracks all my calories and what's going on. So it is, I believe we started on the 15th of September, or I'm sorry, the 16th of September. It is now the 17th of October, so it's been 31 days technically. I would have done this yesterday, but I got busy. So let's see how much I weigh after 30 days. Let me just get this phone out of this holder here. Okay, so we are on the scale. I put this flat piece of glass under it so it'll give me better readings. $179.2. Let's move it so just in case that area wasn't flat. $179.2. Okay. So, spoiler alert. I'm wearing this and a hat and everything else, and holding the phone. I weighed myself just after I got out of the shower a second ago, and I was 177 pounds on the dot. So I guess factor in how much clothes you're wearing, you know, I have about 2.2 pounds of clothing and shit on right now. So, now let's go in front of the mirror and see how I look. To the side here. Actually, we will zoom out this inwards like so. So, here we are. You hold the phone. I was holding it last time. Let's do it this time. This is, get some good lighting here. See if we can zoom in just a little bit. Flax. Not too shabby. Again, that's without the incredible lighting right there. But see if we can get some of my pale legs in there. Definitely some definition now. Not bad. Even see some abs. Not too bad. So, let's go over the diet. Okay, so this is basically everything right here. So this is where I started. It's at, obviously, September 16th is the day I started, and today is October 17th. I have my weight in the morning, my weight at night. I have the difference between the weights between the AM and the PM. This is my estimated calories, and when I say estimate, it's almost as close as I physically could calculate them. Everything was calculated as close as I possibly could, and this is the steps I took that day, and this is whether I worked out. So, and then I put little disclaimers here about, you know, what I did that day that affected my diet. So, starting weight 196, total loss is 19.4 pounds. Average calories per day, just under 2,200. Average steps per day, about 10,000. Morning to night, an average of 1.3 pounds is gained. You're always going to weigh more at night after you've eaten everything and blah, blah, blah. And then just some calorie estimates so I don't have to keep remembering what I ate that day. But after a while, you just remember. So if you look at this and just take it all in, this is where I started. And as I expected, I was very, very bloated, very full of beer, water, all the other stuff. And you're going to see a huge drop off if you actually start dieting and stick with it. If you eat like crap and drink a lot of beer like I do and eat a bunch of food and you're constantly bloated, you're going to be right here. And then if you just diet for just a few days of solid dieting, that all the water in your body is going to empty out. So this is where the real diet, this is where basically I would call this the baseline. But I mean, if you're constantly eating poorly and you're constantly drinking beer and all the other stuff and you drink water, it's just going to stay in your body. So this could be where you're at. And if you actually wanted to lose, if you're 250 pounds, maybe you're holding 15 pounds of water. It's all relative to how big you are when you start. So here I am. I lose a ton of weight, get down to here, and then it is just a roller coaster as expected. But the line is clear. The trajectory is definitely here. So let's look at the calories here, and you'll notice something. There's a spike here, spike, spike, spike. Little bump there, and then a drop. So what's this spike here on 9/29? 3,500 calories. Mr. Paul's. I took my girlfriend out to dinner, and I had, again, this is where the estimates, you have to estimate how many calories you get. So I had a steak dinner
and I had mashed potatoes with that, a glass of wine, a beer, and I had some French fries. And the steak is, a pound of beef of ribeye is 1,300, but there was butter and other things on it. That's something. Beer's about 300. So you need to start learning about the calories and what you're eating in, so you can estimate even if you don't know. So a beer, 300 calories if it's not a light beer. Glass of wine, I'm writing 300 calories for a glass of wine. Mashed potatoes and fries, I mean, a serving of fries, I'm writing 500 calories. Mashed potatoes the same. So that's the one dinner I had all day, and I'm writing 3,500 calories because, I mean, it was probably less, but always overshoot, what you're doing here. So then when you're eating poorly like that, all the salt, all the bloating from alcohol or whatever, just remember the bloating factor. So again, I'm jumping all the way back up here. That's, that means I was dieting for a whole week, and then you might be disheartened, but just remember the water is sticking with you, and it is this number that matters more than anything. So if your average calories per day over your diet doesn't get out of control, you're fine. You just need to, don't worry about the water, because again, the water will come out. And then protein powder, that didn't make too much of a difference. Then I went to a cider mill. Not only did I eat what I normally eat for my diet, but then we went out and we had another meal, so I had to stack those on. So, and another thing, once you start counting your calories, you will realize just how many calories you eat. Like, people don't, I feel like people very vastly underestimate how many calories are in most of the stuff they eat. Or, when I eat my eggs, where's the day where I eat? These are all the calculations here. Protein powder, 250 is probably Skittles. 15 Red Bull. Sugar-free Red Bull is 15 calories. I don't know what the 10 is. 430 by 2, that's the fried rice. 6 by 70, those are eggs. 100, 220 is, I forget what the hell it is, another sugar-free Red Bull. So, the 100, butter. The butter I cooked my eggs in is 1 tablespoon. It has 100 calories. Do not forget to count everything that you're eating, because if you eat one piece of candy, count the calories in a piece of candy. If you put oil on something, add 100 calories. You need to add everything that you're doing, because that's where people are like, oh, I ate 1,200 calories for 2 months every day and I couldn't lose weight. It's like, you didn't though. You didn't do that, and you're lying, because it's literally impossible to not lose weight eating. But when people lie about their diets, it just drives me crazy. Because again, the proof is in the pudding right here. I'm not even starving myself. It's 2,200 calories a day. Obviously, if you're starting at a higher point, try 2,500 or 2,750 if you're very heavy or tall or whatever it may be. Or if you're a girl and you're lighter, try 1,800, 1,500 maybe. If you're 5 feet tall, 1,500 calories a day is probably where you should be. So, again, not to go on too much of a rant, but again, the proof is in the pudding. Now, one thing that people aren't going to be able to do, I understand, is the steps. I walk a lot of steps. It's my job outside. I'm walking all day. Not many people are going to be able to walk as much as I do. Understood. I wouldn't be able to if I didn't work like this. So, and I'm not working out all the time, as you can see. Maybe, I think I calculated it was once every 3 days. So I'm not working out like a madman, but the steps are where I kind of have an advantage. So maybe 2,000 calories I would have had to eat. Maybe 1,900 to get the same results. So everything is factored in. You will see if you stay with a strict diet, you will start to see exactly where you need to be. So hopefully, at least the numbers do not lie. Most of this is as 100% accurate as I can get. Eric's dinner, I had what I normally eat, and then I had beers, and I had ribs and potatoes. I'm assuming it was less than 750 calories. It was like 3 ribs and a little pile of potatoes. Was it 750 calories? Probably not, but I'd rather overestimate than underestimate. So just be honest. The more honest you are, because you're not cheating anybody but yourself. So just keep that in mind. You can lie to yourself all you want, but when you don't lose weight, your body's not gonna you're not gonna convince your body that you didn't eat what you ate. It's kind of like my buddy. I remember him. We work out together sometimes, and he told me, "Oh yeah, dude, I haven't eaten anything all day. I just, my diet's going good." And I'm just like, He's like, probably 235 pounds. I'm like, really? Yeah, wow, you don't eat anything? And still managed to stay 60 pounds heavier than me. That's crazy. And then, like, we go upstairs, and his girl's like, yeah, remember, oh, who ate these cookies? And it turns out he had eaten cookies that day. It's like, each cookie's like a couple hundred calories, so it's like, you need to, again, your body, you're only lying to yourself. So, I mean, I guess maybe if you legitimately can't remember the things that you ate during the day, but I don't know. Either way, another good practice that I do is I don't eat breakfast and I don't eat lunch. I save all of my calories for after work. That's the best way I do it. And I mean, it works for me. Maybe you can't do that, but I imagine if you eat in the morning, you're going to get hungrier and you're going to want to eat after work. So I find it easier to skip breakfast and lunch and have Diet Coke is my thing. If you don't want to drink Diet Coke, find coffee or something with caffeine that'll curb your appetite. And then save all your calories for after work, because then you can eat and not be hungry before bed and then get to sleep and then redo it. So the fasting works for me. Maybe it doesn't work for you. If you know how to control, what you eat, it doesn't really matter. I could eat all these calories in the morning. It wouldn't be any different. So as long as I don't eat more. So yeah, so that's all I have to say about this. Again, take it all in with the numbers and whatnot. You can adjust accordingly, but that's pretty much how it goes. And I'll show you little tidbits of what I eat the most of. Right here. This is the staple of my diet, is this fried rice from Sam's Club. There's 420 calories in both of them, or 420 or 430. And I have 2 of those, and I make 6 eggs, and I sandwich the eggs in between 2 packs of that. And that's a huge portion of the calories I ate every single day during this diet. I was eating that every single day. And then I would add on, some chicken thighs are a couple hundred calories a piece. If you estimate through the whole pack, you average it out. Eggs, 70 calories a piece. These, 320 calories a piece. I would eat this with the fried rice. That would be the whole meal for the whole day. Whey protein, 120 calories per serving. I would eat 1 scoop of casein and 1 scoop of this in the morning. 240 calories. And this I would say this is at least 75% of what I ate during the entirety of the month, is those things. Find things that you enjoy eating that are high in protein and stick with them. It's a diet. It's not supposed to be fun. It's not supposed to be, rewarding myself every day that I do something nice. No, you stick with a diet. That's how it goes. You're eating for sustenance. You're not eating for pleasure, while you're dieting. Once I reach my goal, yeah, then I can enjoy myself a little bit more. Until then, I've only been dieting a month and I'm almost at my goal. Give yourself a month or two, get in shape, and then go from there.